All the bells, thank you for listening to Dog Show Divas. Wala pa kaming OBB. Magkakaroon siguro pag meron na kaming brands. Charot!
Correct, kasi nga diba, ang ibig sabihin ng OBB ay only better with brands. Anyway, enjoy the first episode of Dog Show Divas, the official podcast.
Bago natin simulan ang ating pilot episode,
Yes.
I want us to really take a moment of silence or just like a moment of prayer.
Okay.
Okay, so kamay sa heart chakra. And repeat after me. Ilayo mo kami sa panganib.
Ilayo mo kami sa panganib.
Binibining Gozum Genevieve.
Binibining Gozum Genevieve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ganon!
Eto na naman tayo.
Ito na naman tayo. Kabaklaan na naman. Diyos ko sis, ito na nga.
Oo.
Ginawa na natin ang ating, ito na ang ating first episode.
Yes, finally, it's happening. It's becoming.
It's becoming.
Yes.
Becoming.
Oo,
Sabi nga,
Bex
coming.
coming.
We are doing the podcast na talaga. Wala nang makakapigil.
Oo.
Because I think yung ganitong cultural impact, the last time may na-experience na ganito ang tao, it was people power, Mama.
It was people power because it's the power of the people.
Correct.
And it's giving democracy.
Correct.
Kasi the logos.
The logos
Oo.
of Dog Show Divas talaga nga namang ginamit namin siyang exercise and democracy. So, nakikita nyo right now, puti pa lang po ang nandyan, sponsored by Tide. Yes, puti
Oo.
po ang visuals namin dyan. Magkakaroon tayo ng logo reveal. First of all, maraming salamat sa mga bumoto na
Oo.
logos. No?
Thank you very much sa lahat ng nagpadala din talaga ng votes nila.
Correct.
Who casted their votes. Feeling namin, naging PBB kami for a while.
Correct. At I think more than that, gusto rin naming pasalamatan yung mga tao na hindi masaya sa apat na options. Nag-send sila sa DM namin ng sarili nilang option.
Oo, ang dami nag-send ng DMs talaga at doon namin na-feel na parang hindi nyo pinagkakatiwalaan yung creativity namin.
Correct. So, pack you sa inyo. Okay?
The
Yun
joke
po
lang.
tayo. But anyway, we are going to finally reveal our logo. So, without further ado,
Yes, this is it. Logo reveal in 3, 2, 1. Oh, di ba?
Dog Show Divas option 4 ang
Yeah.
nanalo.
Yun ang nanalo. Thank you very much talaga. Pero I wanna share my thoughts lang about the logo.
Correct.
Kasi ang simple niyang tignan.
Correct.
But it's also pure.
Correct. Parang it represents the virginity that we once had when we were young.
That's true. And it represents the purity na meron sa puso namin ni Baus.
Correct. And it represents the purity na wala sa puso ng mga government contractors.
That's true. Kaya itim yung yung font kasi ganyan kaitim yung budhi nung iba. De joke lang.
Correct.
Hindi, pero I mean it's good looking, it's easy to understand, but also I think there is really a potential na maging billboard to in the future. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. And ayoko ng EDSA billboard kasi
Oo
parang
eh.
it's so predictable.
Oo.
Ang gusto kong billboard is like yung nasa purukdos ng
Oo.
Barangay Santa Ana
Correct.
na makikita ng mga lasenggong tambay. Tapos masasabi nila bigla habang laseng sila, tangin na bakla nito ah.
Oo, tapos ang ganda nung ang ganda nung proposition na nilagay mo siya sa isang sitio or baryo.
Correct.
Kasi you are tapping the grassroots.
Correct.
Diba? Yung gusto mo makaka-relate din talaga ang mga kapatid sa masa.
And more than that, because I think kailangan nating labanan ang homophobia on the ground level.
That's true.
Yes.
And talagang hinihimok din natin and hinihikayat. Ang lalim nung hinihikayat.
I love it.
Diba? Parang
Oh.
you are inviting the local barangay health office.
Yes.
Na wag niyo po kaming katakutan kasi mababait po ang mga bading.
You know what? You bring up a very important topic, being like a barangay public servant.
Oh my God.
Like, first of all, that vest.
Yeah.
The kagawad vest. My God, like, Miranda Priestley is like, that is groundbreaking.
That is groundbreaking. Like vests for spring, groundbreaking. Okay, talking about the vest, pag nakakita ka ng barangay official or kagawad who is wearing na nakalagay kagawad, distrito 7, like for example,
Diba?
it induces respect, right?
Yes.
What do you think? Parang Karespe-respeto.
Correct. And yung kasing kagawad vest na yun, pag suot mo siya, parang yan yung evolution ni Master Siomai. Siomai
Yeah.
siya dati, naging Master Siomai. Itong vest na to, vetter siya dati, ngayon vest na siya.
And bilang vest na siya, meron din siyang capability to, try other jobs.
Yes.
So definitely, they can be a vet.
Or a kabet. Bahala na si barangay. Pero pagkagawad vest, no, napaka-clear ng imagery.
Ang clear ng imagery, pero dun mo rin masasabi, Bausi, na parang karamihan sa mga officials, busog. Parang kumain sila ng 3 Jamaican patty.
Correct. Pero feeling ko kailangan pa nating i-uplift ang mga kagawad. I think somebody needs to make a porn film wherein ang character trope isang kagawad na nahuli ang isang lalaki na hindi ko alam, nagbubulsa ng Nutriban or something.
Or let's say, bumili ng gin sa malapit na tindahan at kinupit pa yung 20 pesos
Correct.
na sukle.
Tapos sabihin nung kagawad, huli ka!
Oo.
Tapos sasabihin nung nahuli, ako?
Oo.
Nahuli
Ako?
mo?
Bakit mo ako huhulihin? Tapos sasabihin nung barangay official or nung kagawad, bilang ordinansa 069, bawal magnakaw.
Wala, hindi po ba natin itong pwedeng pag-usapan, kagawad?
Hindi. Luhod. Ganon! Oo. Tapos makukulong siya.
Correct.
And then, may pabuya.
Correct.
Diba?
Pero ang
May
maganda
piyansa.
nun, may plot twist.
What is the plot
Of course,
twist?
merong tayong hero sa story na to.
Mm-mm.
Ititigil niya ang kabalbalan na to na nangyayari. Lalabas sa third act ng porn film na to, si Mayor Joy Belmonte.
Yes. Tapos lalabas si Mayor Joy Belmonte at tatanungin niya, ano ang nangyari? Ano ang nangyari? Akala ko may patimpalak. Ganon. Charing lang. Pero since you've also mentioned Mayor Joy Belmonte and why she is also the catalyst.
She really is.
Okay. Since you've mentioned Mayor Joy Belmonte, let's talk about the cities.
Yes, the cities.
Okay. And the monikers behind it.
Yes.
Kasi di ba, Bausi, ako kasi pinanganak ako sa Quezon City.
Mm-hmm.
And sabi nila, Quezon City is the city of stars.
Oh,
Diba?
kaya nga sa Eastwood, 'di ba, merong pa-walk of fame doon.
Oo, may pa-walk of fame. Ang ang Rizal. Ano ang moniker ng Rizal?
Ang moniker ng Rizal, well, taga-Taytay ako.
Yes.
So, ang moniker namin is kami, once, was the garments capital of the Philippines.
Tari ng
Arguably, baka kami ang responsable for the birth of a certain Genevieve Gozum.
Ang galing kasi garments eh.
Correct.
So we are talking about tapestry.
Yes.
We are talking about
Embroidery. Thread count.
silk, right?
Tool.
We are talking about needles and also
Yarns.
that gave birth to DMC, which means determination,
Motivation.
commitment.
Oh my God.
Grabe yon. And yung cross-stitch, it's such a...
It's so bading.
It's so bading.
Cross-stitching is the prerequisite to cross-dressing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Kaya ang daming creative din ng mga Gen Z ngayon.
Correct.
Kasi maraming naghahabi or maraming nagtatahi.
Correct. Mga hobbyists.
Quezon City, Taytay.
I mean, it doesn't get more far apart than that.
I know. And the beauty of Quezon City, I guess, it relies on the centrality of everything.
Yes. And I think ang pinaka-central sounding part ng Quezon City is Philcoa.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that name? Philcoa? Like, Chinese ba siya? First
Oo.
name Phil, last name Coa?
Oo, parang isa ba siyang dating gobernador ng QC tapos siya ba ang nagtatag ng Filipino-Chinese Friendship Arc sa Binondo?
Diba?
Philcoa.
I mean,
Diba?
and kaano-ano niya ang Kiowa?
ang Kiowa na nagbibigay sa'yo ng bigas.
Correct.
Diba? Pindutin mo ang 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 na takal ng kanin.
Correct.
So,
Pag pinindot mo ang 5, ubos ang sako nyo ng bigas.
ubos ang sako. Okay, since you've mentioned Philcoa, naging trademark siya na pag nakasakay ka sa ordinary bus or let's say aircon bus and jeepney, that one word, Philcoa,
They know it.
diba? Parang,
Alam nila.
alam nila, it's a bastion of knowledge for
Correct.
Quezon City people and
Diba?
Fairview people.
Kunyari, tatanungin ka nung konduktor, saan ka bababa? Sasabihin pa lang, Phil, sabi niya, alam ko na.
Oo.
COA.
Parang, di ba, kunwari ano ako, konduktor ako.
Correct.
Sisingilin kita,
Yes.
Baos. San ka?
Sa Phil,
COA.
oh my God.
I already know it.
I mean, you already know.
And aside from Philcoa, meron pang isa.
Ano pa?
QC Circle.
Oh my God.
Diba? It's the circle of life.
Yes. And the Circle of Kabaklaan every June.
Every June, the circle of Kabaklaan. When you go to QC Circle, it's the epitome of existence.
Correct. It is literally life being a box of chocolates
Yes.
personified into an actual place.
That's right.
Saan ka pupunta? Sa North? Sa South? Sa Heart Center? Bala ka.
Sa
Oh.
East Avenue Medical Center, doon ka
Correct.
ba papunta?
Correct.
And I guess, Baos, for me, the beauty of the QC Circle, parang parang life cycle of a butterfly.
Correct. You know,
Like-
you start as an ugly caterpillar.
You start as an ugly caterpillar and then pagdating mo ng Agham Road, parang,
Ito na, nagiging cocoon ka na.
oo, nagiging kukun ka na. And then, pagdating mo ng papunta ng UP,
Butterfly ka na.
butterfly ka na.
Na walang damit to honor oblation.
That's right. Kaya, yung oblation, kung nakita ninyo, nakaganon. Because it represents,
the butterfly.
That's right.
Oh my God.
diba? The butterfly is like this eh. Diba? Wala namang butterfly yung lumilipad
Correct.
ng pag ganon.
Correct.
Ganon ang
Yes.
butterfly.
Yun ang pasabog.
What a beautiful observation.
And
no?
what a beautiful realization that only you can make. Yeah.
Okay, what I like about these cities is the interconnection of transportation
Correct.
as well.
Yeah, we touched on this before, diba? The cultural exchange, diba? It makes the whole idea of a melting pot possible. But I really think at the center of it all is the transportation system, which
Yes.
is the MRT.
Yes.
Talaga nga naman we hit a nerve with the public when we talked about Shaw Boulevard
Oo,
and
Shaw Boulevard.
diba? And then Quezon Ave. And I think it's about time to just really rate and score
Oo.
the different MRT stations,
Oo.
diba?
All right.
And
This is very nice.
diba? And I think for us to be very fair, very scientific, kailangan may criteria tayo dito.
That's right. One thing na pumasok sa isip ko, Baos, with regard to the MRT stations, number one, it should be accessible.
accessible. So let's allot 20%.
20% for that. Oo.
accessibility.
And then I am also going to allot another 20% for, so we have accessibility. I want to allot the tenacity or the electricity,
Tenacity.
the
Oo.
vibration of
The
that.
vibration, diba?
Diba?
Pag mabagal, mas malakas yung vibration.
Oo, parang pag dumating ka sa gantong estasyon, shocks, eto na ako.
Correct, diba? And of course, the remaining 60%
Yes.
is definitely just vibes.
Yeah, the vibe,
Vibe lang.
the cultural significance,
Correct.
but also the historical appropriation.
And the empirical process that we are about to take to rate these MRT stations.
That's right, that's
Okay,
right.
so again, just to recap, 20% accessibility.
Yeah, and then
the next 20%,
20% is the vibration,
vibration.
and arrive.
and then 60% vibes.
Yeah, vibes.
Okay.
So don't be confused with the vibration and vibes. It's,
Correct,
it's
yeah.
different,
Again, if nako-confuse kayo sa vibes at vibration, this podcast is not for you. Okay, doon kayo sa
Sa kabila. Oh, sorry. Okay, beginning with the MRT3 station. Now, we are going to discuss with you the quick history of the MRT. So, once upon a time, there are two gays who are traversing along the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue.
correct.
All
They,
right.
they were merchants. The
They were
first
merchants.
merchant was
The first merchant was Eddie Wow.
yes.
He's a Filipino-Chinese merchant who arrived from Fujian, China, from Fujian province. And then, May nakilala siyang isa pang
Yeah.
Filipino-Spanish.
Oo, Filipino-Spanish who happens to be a merchant of Venice naman.
Oo, Venice naman siya.
Yeah.
And his name was Salmonella.
Salmonella.
Oo.
Not to be confused with the drag queen.
With the drag queen,
Kasi
right?
yung salmonella na to, Z ang start.
Oo.
Salmonella.
Yeah. So, yeah, Salmonella. And then, sabi nung dalawang bakla, ang haba ng nilalakad natin. It's
Correct.
taking a lot of time.
Yeah,
Because
this is not worth it. My time is money. We have to do something about this.
that's right. And apparently, naging magjowa sila.
Correct. Because gano'n naman talaga mga bading. When there's
Yeah.
no one else left, well, I guess it's just the two of us now.
Oo, that's true. Parang ano yan the boat is sinking, group yourselves into two.
Yes.
And apparently, Eddie Wow is a
Top.
That's right. Top siya. And definitely, doon nabuo ang Taft Avenue Station.
Correct. Diba?
So sabi nila, we have to ask for subsidy from the government. Gumawa tayo ng MRT.
Correct. Yeah. So yun yung very brief history
Yeah,
na
that's a brief history.
yeah, we're just giving you a preview kasi we're actually developing this into a 2-woman show
Yeah.
coming to you soon. So we'll get to that later on because
Oo.
we do have plans to really scale and monetize the stupidity that we are doing.
Oo.
And then we are now going to rank the different MRT
Yeah,
stations.
the different MRT
Start tayo
station.
sa Taft.
Okay.
Diba?
Taft Station, it is the first station kung galing ka ng south.
Correct.
Okay, if you're going to north, the first station.
Correct. So on accessibility, 20%.
I'm going to give it 15.
Okay. Tama. 15. Kasi parang accessible naman siya sa maraming tao.
Yeah, di ba?
Oo.
I mean, connected siya sa LRT1. And then, pero ang haba pa rin ng lalakarin mo.
Oo, tama.
Oo.
Actually, ang haba ng lalakarin mo, no?
Ang haba.
Ang
di ba?
haba niya. Okay. Pumunta naman tayo sa vibration. I think yung vibration niya easily 21%.
It's 21%. I agree with you. It's giving 21% because yun ang starting point
Oo.
So lahat talaga
Ng
kayo
halugan.
halughugan talaga to.
Correct.
And lastly, the vibe. What's
The vibe for
this?
me, I'll probably give it, if ang max is 60, I'll probably give it like a 40.
Ang baba
Kasi
I'm curious.
nakakatakot yung vibe niya. Para siyang simulation ng zombie apocalypse, if you think about it.
Oo.
Diba?
Yeah.
So there, you are playing with death. You are living on the edge by being there sa Taft
Oo.
Avenue.
And sometimes the escalator sa Taft Avenue Station minsan hindi gumagana.
Correct. And we don't want that.
We don't want that. We
Yeah.
don't want stampede here.
Correct. This is not
Oo.
Lion King, guys.
Oo.
Bawal lang stampede dito. Okay. Okay.
Next is Magallanes Station.
Magallanes. Okay. I think in terms of accessibility, I think I will give it a 0.
That's right.
Diba?
Oo.
Kasi parang, who decided to put this here? Diba?
Oo, parang if I'm going to ask the Secretary of DOTR, parang bakit mo naisip yan?
Correct.
'Di ba? Parang nandun ka na sa rurok ng Skyway,
Correct.
ng SLEX.
Correct. If you wanted to make a statement, dapat nung kami sa taas ng intersection ng mga flyover.
Ganun dapat,
Correct.
'di ba?
Correct.
Okay, for me the vibration, I'm giving it a 10.
A 10.
I don't feel Magallanes
Correct.
Station.
But in terms of vibes, I think Magallanes Station, I'm gonna give it the full 60.
Okay, why?
Because grabe ang affluent market ng Sanlo. Malapit
Oo.
doon.
Oo.
Diba? Tapos andun din, ang wag nating kakalimutan, ano yung mall? Sa gilid.
Yung mall.
Yung,
Shucks.
oo, doon kami tumatambay dati.
Ito ba may
Oo.
Bounty Fresh sa taas?
Oo. Yung may helipad daw doon.
May helipad.
Doon daw ata papunta sa sa yung island.
Doon ba binibreed ang mga koi? Charot. Shucks, nakalimutan ko
Oo
yung
nga
mall.
eh.
Basta may mall doon.
Yeah, may mall doon. Oo.
Tsaka may Singapore school doon, di ba?
Correct. So the vibe for me, ang ganda
Oo,
niya.
ang ganda.
So
I
0
agree.
sa accessibility, but the vibe.
Mm-mm.
Vibe is really all about being unnecessary, and I think it gets a perfect score for that.
Okay, I agree with the 60%. Now, let's move on to one of the busiest
Ayala.
MRT station,
Correct.
Ayala.
I mean,
Di ba?
we don't have to break it down. If the max is 100, it's gonna get,
It's gonna get 100%.
I mean,
Hindi na namin kailangan mag-explain for it. but-
in-explain na namin siya actually
Oh,
nung last podcast.
nung unang episode.
Oo.
Okay, moving on. Buendia Station.
Buendia. This is a very polarizing
Oo.
station. Like, it really is. Like, I mean, wag mo nang isipin ang DDS versus Kakampings. Mas
Oo.
polarizing ang Buendia Station.
Oo.
There are people who think it is the second coming of the Lord because it
Yeah.
has saved them that much. But there are people who are like, I'm good without it.
Totoo, parang ang confusing niya kasi after Ayala Station, you are expecting na you are in Guadalupe already.
Correct.
Pero parang, ba't tayo huminto?
Huminto tayo dito sa isang station kung saan walang public transpo sa baba. Pahirapan. Tough love, kumbaga.
Tough love siya. And there is a tough fight if it's Buendia or Buendia.
Ayan na naman.
Shucks,
Ano ba,
bows, right?
I feel like those people who say Buendia, I think they are people who know their worth. Na parang I am not worth that half syllable anymore. It's not worth my energy. So I am just going to say Buendia. But the people who say it as Buendia, I think it's a certain kind of woman.
It's a certain kind of woman who wears monakiki.
Yeah.
Parang pag tinanong ka ng office mate ko, pag tinanong ka ng office mate mo, kunwari, bakit ka late? Saan station ka bumaba?
Buendia.
Wow. You've made it.
Diba?
Parang iba yung market ng Buendia people compared to Buendia
Correct.
people.
Which really begs the question. Ang tama bang pag-pronounce ng pangalan niya ay Ellie Buendia?
Yun nga eh. That's the $1 million question.
So again, Mr. Ellie, if you have time, please set the record straight and come to our pod.
Yes. Please send us an email.
Yes. Talk to our publicist because maayos ang proseso natin dito. Hindi tayo gobyerno. Yeah.
Tsaka mabilis po kami mag-settle. Charot. Hindi po kami inaabot ng 1 year.
Correct.
Okay.
Anyway,
So,
now we go to
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe.
I feel the divine intervention of the station. Because
Definitely.
kung madumi kang tao,
This is not for you.
this is not for you. Parang
Or maybe it is for you.
you ask for you ask for providence.
Correct. You ask for something sacred, something spiritual.
Oo.
You ask for a sign.
You ask for a sign.
And then it shows you so many billboard signs.
So many billboard signs. But at the same time, ito yung estasyon na ang banal-banal pakinggan pero ang daming motel.
Correct. Ang daming motel. So parang
Ang
it
daming
is,
motel.
I think, truly, Guadalupe is the representation of the human condition.
Yes.
You ask for divine presence, but then you also have access to your own divine by going to a motel. Diba?
Para siyang para siyang melting pot ng mga horny.
Correct. Let's not beat around the bush.
Oo.
Para to sa mga tigang.
Para to sa mga tigang. So Guadalupe Station is the station of horny people.
Correct.
Okay, moving on. Let's go to Bonnie.
Oh my God. You know, the Mandaluyong gays, I think, will really come for us if we don't give Bonnie its flowers.
Bonnie.
By the way, I just realized we never gave Guadalupe a score because I think Guadalupe transcends the scoring system.
Parang siya parang it exceeds.
Yes.
So
punta na tayo sa Bonnie.
Bonnie Station na tayo. So Bonnie Station is one of the gitna stations
I mean,
also.
correct.
The GA gays, the
Correct.
Light Residences gays.
Here we go again, mama with the gays.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Barangay Ilaya gays know that.
Yeah.
But also, what I like about the Bonnie Station is it's a melting pot.
Correct.
Parang pag SM Light agad
Correct. I also just wanna put I wanna ask the people in the comments, pakibilang po how many times McCoy will say melting pot in this episode. And then hopefully we get to retire that next episode.
Yes, don't worry. Babaguhin ko na po yan. Hindi na melting pot.
Cornucopia.
Oo, ganun na lang. Gurdos. Charot. Kasi maraming pot sa Gurdos, di ba?
Anyway, score. Let's go back to our scoring system.
Scoring, for me, Bonnie, accessibility, since siya, it's 20% for me.
Accessibility. Not only access to people, but access to organs of people.
Yeah.
If there is a certain craving of the loins that you are looking for.
Certain craving for some, fluids and everything.
Correct. Because may drink sa McDo sa baba
Yeah.
ng station. Yes.
And walang drive-thru.
Walang
diba?
drive-thru. So let's go to vibration.
Okay.
I think yung vibration niya, I think I'm gonna give it a solid 20. pa rin. Kasi sakto lang yung vibration niya Because I think the speed needed based on the feasibility study na ginamit from Guadalupe to Bonnie, kailangan mabagal lang. And parang chill lang. Diba? Parang yun yung kailangan mong break during a very busy day. Parang from Guadalupe to Bonnie, parang it gives you a peak of that work-life balance you've always wanted because it's so relaxed.
That's the vibration part, no?
Correct.
Okay, for the vibe, I'm giving it 60% kasi look at this way ha. Ang Guadalupe Station tatawid ng bridge yan.
Correct.
That separates Makati and Mandaluyong.
And it is a bridge over troubled water,
It's a
because
bridge over
that river.
very troubled water.
Very
polluted. very subject for flood control project, by the way. Oh, sorry. But at the same time, feeling mo, pag tumungtong ka na ng Bonnie, it's a different multiverse.
Correct.
Parang tapos na siya.
Oo. Diba? Parang after mo ng Bonnie, parang natapos mo na yung Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, parang ano ka na, phase 5 ka na ng Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So, medyo magiging highly debated ka na after that.
Oo, highly debated. Which also, later we will talk about Avengers.
Correct, we will.
Since na-open mo yan. So vibe.
Perfect score. Against si Bonnie. Who would have thought, diba? The dark horse of the competition, Bonnie Station.
Bonnie Station.
And now,
Bonnie.
we have to go to Shaw Boulevard.
Oh.
And I mean, people would think that just because I have a certain affinity for Shaw Boulevard that I will give it a perfect score. Actually, I will give it a perfect score.
You will give it a perfect score?
Ang dami talaga mga perfect Sorry, accessibility. Saan mo gusto pumunta? Rizal? Manila? Motel? May mga motel din sa baba nun.
Meron, oo.
Diba?
Yeah.
Diba? Accessibility is there. Vibration? Okay yung vibration. Yung vibration niya, wala ka na sa train, may vibration pa din kasi maglalakad ka sa stairs pababa. So, tuloy ang vibration.
Tuloy ang vibration. But also, I would like to call out not DPWH, but DOTR. Ang taas ng hagdanan ng Shaw Boulevard.
Correct. Sobrang siya, yun lang ang hindi kayang ma-accomplish ng mga Stravagays. Yung stairs na yan.
Kung Stravagay ka, hindi ka na pupunta doon. Or unless may gusto kang ma-hit na certain beat ng heart mo, diba? Doon ka aakyat.
Grabe yung stairs na yan.
Grabe yung stairs na yan. Please help the PWDs.
Yeah.
Oo. Yung elevator minsan hindi rin gumagana.
Correct.
So, hindi naman ako magde-disagree sa score mo, but the stairs, it's so high.
You know what? Maybe we have to slash a few points because of the stairs. So siguro from like 100% na score, let's just give it a 40%.
40%.
Yung buong vibe, 0 sila dun.
Oo.
Yeah.
Masyadong nakakapagod.
If you are not inclusive, if you don't make way for the PWD, you are not a vibe.
Oo. Kailangan inclusive tayo. And with Dog Show Divas, we're very inclusive here.
Correct.
Yeah, we're very determined.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Ortigas Station.
Okay.
Ortigas Station, or Ortigas in general, it's another business district.
Correct.
Okay. Now for the accessibility, I'm gonna give it a 10.
Yeah. Medyo siya, I think it's very niche.
It's very niche, pero ang panghe rin.
Correct. Parang niche and mapanghe.
Oo.
At this point, it's just not niche.
'Di ba? Parang in this economy, ang panghe ng Ortigas Station.
Correct. But I think ang Ortigas Station din might have a master siomai in there. So, it might have occasional plus points. So, accessibility ng Ortigas nandun. Vibration.
What do you like about it?
It's vibrant.
It's vibrant, pero karamihan din kasi na bumababa ng Ortigas Station, mga office
Correct.
people.
And I would think actually, vibration siguro will give it a 20. But I think yung vibes niya, I think it is quite classist and elitist because the people who only have the best access to the Ortigas Station are people who work sa ADB, mga estudyante na nag-aaral sa Poveda. I mean, what about the other people?
Yeah,
Tapos kabila
that's
mong
true.
side wak-wak pa. I think it's giving oligarch.
Yeah, it's giving oligarch, but at the same time, I feel like madidistinct mo rin yung tao na papunta ng Doña Julia Vargas Avenue versus those people who's going to ADB Avenue. Parang
Correct.
pag papunta ka ng ADB, parang, wow, arrive.
Diba? Wow, expat.
Wow,
Look
it's
at
giving
me.
diplomatic plates.
Diba? It's giving very cheap crinkles.
Diba? Pero pag Doña Julia Vargas, gale.
Gale.
Ganon.
Parang
Oo.
it's giving reality check.
Reality check, right?
Yeah, ganun
Oo.
siya.
But yeah, overall naman, okay lang naman ako sa Ortigas. Oo.
So, let's just try to go through quickly the rest of the stations because I just realized if we go through every station with the same amount of vigor, we will not end this podcast.
Yeah, but I think we have to decide that we should end this with Annapolis Station.
Yeah, because when the police is there, you just stop. And there, Annapolis.
Annapolis. But also, when you think about Annapolis, parang, is it a new planet?
Oh my God.
Baos, di ba? Parang, think of this, Milky Way galaxy. Another planet discovery.
Correct.
Planet Annapolis. What do you think?
Annapolis, it's giving cyberpunk,
Right? Di ba?
postmodern, futuristic body horror,
Yeah.
iconic disco pop. That's the vibe I'm getting from Annapolis.
And at the same time, it's giving this helium gases with lots and lots of, alam mo na, sulfuric acid.
diba? Yun yung imagery sa
Inhabitable.
akin. Parang feeling ko Annapolis might just be the next album name of Dua Lipa.
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda.
Welcome to another album launch of Dua Lipa. Annapolis. Ganda.
I love it.
Ang ganda ng
It's
Annapolis.
political.
It's political also.
It
diba?
is also...
Krame is there. Annapolis.
Krame is there. Like, you better be scared because the police is there. Diba?
Diba? It's giving camp.
Diba? Krame.
Oo. Camp Krame. Okay. Now that we've mentioned the political but also the universal kind of things.
Correct. I want us to talk about, sabay nating sabihin, ang topic na feeling natin, ima-mind meld natin in 3, 2, 1. Sex.
Okay. Now, since we are, okay, sa mga listeners namin, don't worry, this is not explicit.
Correct.
But we will just mind melt this.
Correct.
The other day, I was
Okay.
driving
Uh-huh.
and I got a notification from Meralco.
Oh.
Ang taas ng kuryente namin. Hindi naman summer.
Ooh.
And, parang ako naman, okay, I need a coffee. So, I'm kind of looking for that spark.
Uh-huh.
And I suddenly remember, ay Dalas Alas. Volta.
Come on. Volta.
Volta, that superhero na may powers ng
Kuryente.
kuryente.
I mean, first of all, de las Alas, diba? Opened the doors for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
She is really the,
The catalyst.
the catalyst of Marvel Cinematic Universe. And ang ganda nung portrayal nung Volta kasi coming from the bully sister of Rufa May Quinto in Buba.
Aha.
My God, naging superhero ang ate mo.
Diba? Yung publicist talaga niya was, what, we gotta balance the
Oo.
villain imagery na binigay mo sa Buba. Humanap tayo ng next project that will be the antithesis of that, and that is Volta.
Isa pa, yung word na Volta, yung pangalan na Volta,
Ang bakla.
ang bakla, di ba?
Ang bakla ng Volta.
Oo.
Diba? Parang, let's Volta in. Parang Voltes 5 na bading.
Voltes 5 na bading, na confused siya. Kasi hindi niya alam kung anong isasaksak niya, kung sa 120 or 220.
Diba? Yun talaga ang pinakamalaking challenge ni Volta.
There's such confusion there.
Correct. But you know what also confuses me?
Mm-mm.
If hinarap ni Volta si Storm of X-Men.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness talaga.
Like saan to paano pipili ang mga bading?
Pipili ka ba sa homegrown
Correct.
who grew up in sitio sa East?
Correct. Or pipiliin mo ba ang first African-American winner ng Oscars na si Halle Berry noong 2002 for her film na Monsters Ball?
Monsters Ball.
Diba?
Ganda.
Diba? And then, maglalaban si Volta sa si Storm. Let's really set the scene here, diba? If we are going to make this epic showdown, I
Okay.
think there is no better location for them to do a showdown than Guadalupe Station.
Guadalupe Station kasi may bridge
Correct.
at napapalibutan ka ng MRT station.
Correct.
Ano ang nagpapatakbo sa MRT station?
Electricity.
See? The connivance of of power. And at the same time, napapalibutan ka ng troubled water, which is Pasig River. And Storm is the mistress of the elements.
And Volta is the tanging ina.
The tanging ina na may 9 na anak.
Correct. What if biglang mag-rest back yung anak ni Volta doon?
Diba?
Away, 'di ba? Mga anak sa tanging ina versus the rest of Charles Xavier students.
Shit.
Oh my fucking God.
It's really the battle of the multiverse.
Correct. 10-10 versus, I don't know, Jean Grey. My God.
Gosh. 'Di ba di ba may anak siya din si Heart Evangelista?
Correct.
What's her role there? Si Peep.
Oo.
Si Fifth, di ba?
Oo.
Fifth versus Rogue.
My God. Diba?
What a
And
fight!
let's not even talk about really the leaders of each team. You will have Eugene Domingo versus Charles Xavier. I mean, come on.
Di ba? Eugene Domingo, ilalaban mo kay Magneto.
Putang ina. And hindi lang si Magneto ang kayang harapin ni Eugene Domingo. Kaya ring harapin ni Eugene Domingo si Mystique. Because
Shucks.
kaya ni Eugene Domingo maging Kimi at Dora.
That's right.
Kaya bang gayahin ni Mystique yun? I don't think so.
Hindi nga kaya yon. Yung multiple personality, hindi
Diba?
kaya ni Mystique yun.
Sabi ni Eugene Domingo kay Rebecca Romaine, fuck you, girl.
Hindi kaya ni ano yun. Hindi nga kaya yun.
Although I wanna know, sino ang kayang tumalo sa pag-shapeshift ni Eugene Domingo? Is it Rebecca Romaine Mystique or Jennifer Lawrence Mystique?
I like Jennifer Lawrence Mystique for me.
Diba?
Gusto ko yon.
Diba?
Kasi pati language nagagaya niya.
Correct.
Pero ang talagang hindi ako mapakali, sino ang lalaban kay Boy Abunda na siyang nagbigay ng kapangyarihan kay Volta?
Yun na nga eh.
If we are going to tap a villain or let's say a mutant from X-Men, who will it be?
I think ang kayang lumaban kay Boy Abunda, no one else but Jubilee. Baklain niya si Boy Abunda.
'Di ba? Paputukan niya ng
Diba?
fireworks.
What to see?
Oo.
Go.
'Di ba? Tapos sasabihin ni Boy Abunda, ikaw na. 'Di ba? Ikaw na ang next. Ganon.
Grabe.
Grabe 'yon ah. I mean, it's really the Star Cinematic Universe versus the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And I don't think any of them will win. I think parehong matatalo.
Yeah.
Because I think there really is only one winner in this matchup of Storm versus Volta. And that is Meralco.
Meralco. Yun talaga.
Sila lang ang mananalo because all of a sudden, meron silang supply of electricity that, di ba, bababa yung cost of goods nila.
Oo.
Tapos tataas yung dividendo ng mga shareholders nila.
That's true. Silang panalo dito. Meralco is actually the winner here.
Correct.
And I think meron ding ang national grid of the Philippines.
Correct.
Meron ding say dito.
Oo.
Oo.
And what will they say?
Ha?
What will they say?
It's vault time.
Oh my God. Grabe.
Diba? Pero napapaisip din ako will they hurts? Sige, pigain natin.
Diba?
Oo.
Diba?
Ginusto natin to.
Diba? And
Okay.
every time hindi nila ma-explain kung ano ang nangyari sa harap nila, ang expression ba nila ay, kilowatt?
Hi. Tapos kapag halimbawang hindi na sila makapaniwala sa lahat ng pangyayari, ang sasabihin na lang nila, amp. Okay, we latched on to Volta, to Storm.
Because of a very important national topic.
Yeah, very
diba?
important national topic.
After all, we are political.
Yeah.
Diba?
And this topic talks about power.
Power. What is power to you?
Power to me is the sense of control. That you can control everything.
Power to me is actually being at peace with the lack of control.
Oh.
Diba?
I love it.
Diba? Magkaiba tayo in
Oo.
fairness, diba?
Ay, ang ganda.
Diba?
Oo.
Parang for me, that is real power when you can just accept that there are things beyond your control. Again, I have said this in the previous episode, I am a Buddhist. Diba? There.
Kumbaga, you live in peace.
Correct.
And
Pero
that-
yung sa'yo, it's about control.
Oo, di ba? Parang Jean Grey, parang Dark Phoenix ang effect. Parang, ganyan.
Ganyan si Phoenix, diba?
Oo, diba?
Alam mo, i-workshop
Galit
nga
eh.
natin yung pag-transform ni Jean Grey into Phoenix. I feel like it deserves the right sound or performance? Give us like, ano yung ano sa'yo?
Kasi ako, when I was watching X-Men, when I was a kid, it's always about, I can't control it! Tapos lalabas si Phoenix, ganyan.
Correct.
Diba?
Correct.
Pero nung nanood din ako ng X-Men 97, ang ganda.
Kasi parang walang hesitation, di ba?
Walang hesitation, powerful na siya ron eh.
Ito siya like, ito!
Oo.
Ganon.
Diba? Pero Jean Grey, in general, she is an Omega level mutant.
Yeah.
Pero marami ring bakla ang may gusto kay Jean Grey.
Correct. Jean Grey is such a queer icon.
Such a queer icon. Ikaw, Storm or Jean Grey?
Oh my God, that is so hard. It's like choosing between you and my boyfriend.
Pero, parang ano yan eh, parang pagkahalimbawang ano ka, softy gay ka, you will choose
Jean Grey ka.
Jean Grey ka.
Kasi yung parang sabi nga ni Mami Oni, diba? Tahimik lang sa umpisa. Tas biglang, bogsh! Phoenix.
Oo. Pero alam mo, ang concern ko din kay Storm, si ate mo, bago umatake, ang daming satsat.
Ang daming satsat,
Diba?
diba? Meron siyang for your consideration speech na parang gusto na naman niya manalo ng Oscar bago niya isamo ng mga kidlat.
Diba parang, I am Storm, the mistress of the elements, commands you to release
I'm
that
like,
child.
girl, who has the time? Just do your thing.
Parang, umatake ka na.
Diba?
Gumawa ka na ng ipo-ipo out there.
Correct.
Meanwhile, Jean Grey.
Jean Grey is
Just
like, biglang putok agad.
Ganon agad, diba? Oh.
Diba? So,
Si Rogue,
which is very, lahat bading eh. May mga bading na ang daming satsat, which is Storm.
Oo.
At ang daming mga bading na gusto nilang pumutok agad with Jean Grey.
Oo.
At may mga bading rin na katulad ni Rogue, magaling humigop.
Oo, magaling humigop. Oo. Kasi si Rogue, ang power niya, energy absorption, di ba?
Correct.
Kaya, ang galing humigop ni Rogue.
Which actually made me realize, I think si Rogue lang ang makakatalo sa Meralco.
Oh, I agree with you. Oo. Si Rogue lang ang makakatalo sa Meralco. At siya lang din ang may kakayahan sipsipin lahat ng baha sa Pilipinas.
Oh my God, Rogue, you know what? She is, I think.
Rogue, you are the powerful mutant that you are.
Yes, grabe.
Yeah.
First, and also that name Rogue. Like,
I know.
if you don't know your cartoons, and if you are not properly educated, that name is gonna confuse you as to how to pronounce it. Rogue?
Rogue, parang ano ba to? Papunta ba to sa cremation?
Diba?
Parang ganon.
So,
Oo.
yeah, I think that is something I need to talk about with my therapist. No?
Talking about X-Men, what do you think about Psylocke?
Oh my God! Can I just say, Psylocke is that gay evolution na tipong kapag finally inon mo na yung sexual prowess mo,
Oo.
na you know what, I am a slut. But I am the employee of the year as well. Sa office ko sa,
Oo.
I was gonna name like a call center, but I might get dragged for that. So let's just like, kayo na bahala to supply. Like, it's sex power, girl. Diba?
Ang libog ng Psylocke eh.
May dala siyang dildo, dear.
Oo. Parang, and then she can control minds, diba?
Diba?
Tapos meron siyang psionic sword
Correct.
channeling.
First of all, psionic!
Psionic? What's that?
Diba?
Is that made from ions?
Diba?
Is that made from proton, neuron?
Diba?
My
Oh
God. But Psylocke for me is one of the underrated mutants sa X-Men.
Yeah. And I think she got slut-shamed. That's why she didn't get that popular.
Siguro ang sabi sa kanya, ang pokpok naman
Ang
ng suot
pokpok
na
naman ito. Hindi naman pwede yan. Magaling ka na, tapos masarap ka pa. No, the gays don't want that. With the gays, you have to be one thing because if you go outside your box, they will be like, you are not allowed to do that. Diba?
Diba? So Psylocke, one of the underrated, pero ako, I like her.
Yeah. Diba? I love it. I think we have to move on to another topic because I think we are losing listeners as we move deeper into the X-Men conversation.
Okay, what do you wanna talk about naman next?
I really want to talk about what was your favorite overtime meal nung nandun ka sa advertising?
Oh, my favorite overtime meal. For me, nothing beats pizza. Pero, yun ay kung libre ng boss.
Correct.
Or pwedeng i-ano sa overtime meal, 'di ba? Kasi may mga ganyang option. Pero sige, latch on tayo sa mas grassroots tayo.
Correct.
For me, nothing beats one-piece chicken with rice.
Ako
From a fast food chain.
Ako for me, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
And right now,
Diba? Yun. No, ako naman ang choice ko, local din. I love Reyes Barbecue
talaga.
na overtime meal kasi parang slightly elevated siya.
Oo.
Like, first of all, you have to wait an extra 30 minutes to get your meal pag pinadeliver mo.
Correct.
Diba?
And the intricacy of making that Java rice.
Diba? And yung peanut sauce nila.
I know.
Na, I mean, if it's between the sea salt foam ng Becos Coffee or yung masarap na parang sweet peanut sauce ng Reyes Barbecue, I will not choose anything.
And I think Reyes Barbecue, nag-resonate siya sa akin because when I was in real estate, you ask for atsara.
Diba?
Diba?
Atsara. At yung atsara nila, tinitipid nila because, diba?
Oo.
It's earned.
Parang 3 strand lang eh.
Diba?
3 strand ng carrots, 3 strand ng ano.
Ano ba yung isa bang...
Ano bang ng atsara? But anyway, parang parang fine dining yung
Diba?
serving ng atsara ng
Correct.
Reyes.
Sa alam mo yung kapag Reyes Barbecue yung kinakain mo sa overtime, parang you know what, sige, kaya ko pa. Kaya ko pang hindi maligo.
Oo.
Kaya ko pang hindi magpakita sa pamilya ko.
Correct.
Dahil merong Reyes Barbecue sa harap ko.
So, ilang order ng Reyes Barbecue?
That's a really great question. Because I am the kind of girl who will order either one, yung boneless chicken barbecue,
Wow.
but with an extra stick of pork.
I love it.
Or, if I'm feeling very piggy and porky, I will get the 2-piece ng pork barbecue and add another stick because I need to get my fill.
Ang ganda. And then, ako naman, kung akong tatanungin mo, parang gusto ko rin siyang partneran ng Henlin Bola Bola Siopaw.
Oh my God.
Okay, the word Henlin, first of all, it sounds like the former emperor of China.
Correct. At the same,
Henlin.
diba? At the same time ako rin, pag narinig ko yung henlin, manok. Hen.
Oo. Pero, imported na manok.
Imported na manok because it was from the Lin dynasty.
It's from the Lin dynasty. It's
Yeah.
from Guangdong province.
Correct. Diba?
Diba? Brewed and, marinated
Yeah.
in Shenzhen way of,
And while we are on the topic of siomai, I really did not want to talk about this because I didn't want to cause any more debate and also hate online. Because when we talked about that master siomai, there was a very vocal group of people who said, no, it's siomai house. Or may mga nagsabi na, what is
Talaga?
this Henlin erasure?
Ay, wow, may ganon.
Correct. So I feel like the topic of siomai is such a very potent topic for Filipinos. I wouldn't be surprised if the next presidential candidate will use siomai as their platform.
Tama. Parang tapos gagawa ka ng sarili mong flavor ng siomai.
Correct.
Yun yung ipapamigay mo sa mga
Diba?
Ganda nun.
Diba? Yung mga sumasayaw sa mga multipurpose hall,
Oo.
mamimigay na lang sila ng siomai. Hindi na
Yeah.
sila bibili ng boto, mamimigay na lang sila ng siomai.
Siomai.
Oh.
Pero yeah, I agree with you na sana hindi na natin din i-latch on yung siomai topic kasi it might offend also Chowking.
Correct. And we want that Chowking endorsement.
Yeah, we want the Chowking endorsement. But let us say, Chowking, that ang sarap ng halo-halo nila.
Correct. Ang sarap ng halo-halo ng Chowking.
Ang sarap ng halo-halo.
Ang sarap ng halo-halo, pero alam mo kung ano hanggang ngayon ang inaamats ko pa rin sa Chowking?
Ano?
Yung butchi nila.
Oh my gosh.
Ang ina, girl.
The butch. Alam mo, dito magkakaroon ng rivalry ang Henlin and Chowking kasi parehas silang may butchi.
Diba? Nakakaloka yung I love butchi. Again, I know we got into food again. Ang butchi talaga, gets ko kung bakit may expression na pumuputok ang butchi.
Oo.
Kasi pag mainit siya, para kang merong 3rd-degree burn sa dila mo.
Totoo yan. Tinalo niya yung kwek-kwek na bagong luto.
Diba? I mean,
Tinalo niya.
you wanna talk about risking your life, kumain
Oo.
ka ng freshly made butchi.
Oo. And also, I would like to commend the inventor of Bucci
Yes.
because Bucci is the first lip gloss that was ever made.
Correct. At ang nag-imbento ng butchi ay si Butch Anson Roa.
Yes. Si Butch Anson Roa, who happens to be the cousin of Butch Francisco,
Yes.
na siyang host ng Star Talk.
Na nagkaroon ng lead single dati, yung Butch There It Is.
Butch, there it is. Oh, ayan na. Binigay ko na yung rhythm sa inyo para hindi kami ma-copyright. Diba? Na! Siyang naging term din para sa lesbians.
Na
Butch lesbians.
Which also gave birth to our favorite footwear, ang Butch.
Yeah. Na ginagamit natin tuwing may baha.
See, sabi sa inyo guys
boots, di ba? Oh, yun
diba? We told you, this episode is political.
Yeah, it's political because kaya nga na-inspire yung writer at gumawa siya ng isa pang musical, Puss and Boots.
Diba?
So there.
Iba yung Puss and Boots ha? Nana yun sa loob ng boots na suot mo. Kasi lagi kang nasa baha.
Lagi kang nasa baha.
Again, political.
Again, political. At bakit nagkabaha? Kasi, yon.
Wala si Volta.
Hindi nahigop ni Rogue yung baha.
Correct.
Hindi nagpunta si Psylocke.
Correct.
Wala si Magneto para ilagay yung mga steel plates.
Correct.
Over there.
It is a sad world.
It is a sad world to live in right now. Do you agree?
I do. But I think amidst the sadness, we have the gift of being able to do Dog Show Divas.
Yeah.
So let's just bring it home to... I think we're about to close the first episode and I want us to end on a really grateful note.
Yeah.
The attention that we got for that episode, as a clout chaser, it made me so happy.
Yeah, me too. It made me so happy to the point na marami ring natuwa na listeners.
Yeah.
But also we want to let you know that we are doing this because we love what we are doing.
We love dogs.
We love dogs and we love divas.
Yes, and we are the show.
Okay, dahil dyan, before we close our first episode, and bilang nabanggit din naman natin ng divas, question, sinong Hollywood diva ang pinakagusto mo and why?
Alam mo right now, and I may be answering this too earnestly and not in a dog show manner, I love Cynthia Erivo.
Wow. Oh my God, powerful.
I've said this in my podcast before, but as a Broadway gay, when I saw her perform sa The Color Purple noong December 28, 2016, it awakened something in me that made me reconsider performing again, pursue comedy again, and arguably you can make the correlation that because of me being moved by that performance from her, we now have a podcast.
Ang ganda. You really define gravity here.
Yes, grabe talaga siya. And I love her so much. She is my diva. That is the earnest answer. But I think the dog show answer, my diva right now, the Hollywood diva that I love right now, I think would have to be Makoy Dubs. She is the sister I never had. The mother I wish would stop asking money from me. But ultimately, she is the sister that gives me life and more followers.
You're a dog show. And that's the first episode of Dog Show Divas.
Pasabog!
May you find your best MRT3 station.
Correct. So, did we talk about anything? No.
No.
But did we talk about everything? Yes.
And that's Dog Show Divas for you.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for listening.